Hi, my name is Demone Hall. I'm 32 years old, and I was born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. My testimony is God blessed me with a son. And a little backstory of it is that I was, it was about my biological father. I wasn't uh, raised by my biological dad. So I had a stepdad. My biological father wasn't in the picture since me and my brother was 3 months old. So coming up, not knowing him or anything about him, just little things that my mom had told me, kind of affected me a little bit. Like a lot of it, I kind of like downplayed a lot. And so with that, I didn't meet my biological father until I was 21 years old. It was something at the time I did want to do. Once I had met him, I guess I was hoping for a lot, when I had met him, but when I met him, I didn't receive basically what I was looking for. So, a little stuff had transpired between me and him. One time he had to use my name, my credit, and stuff like that. So, like, I had called him on it, and a few words was exchanged and all of that. So, after that, it like really put even more of a strain on the relationship that I did want to pursue, I guess. So, um, going after that, like I have two girls. So a lot of people would ask me, "Oh, do you want to have any more kids? Do you want to have any more kids?" I would say no, no, no. So I'm fine with what I have. And so a lot of people was like, "Oh, you should have a boy." And I was like, "No, I'm cool with the girls that I have." So coming to new beginnings, thank God for being here because I think in 20 2018, I think it was 2018. Yeah, I think Chile had got pregnant. And so we were sitting past the office uh, one day. He was asking us different questions, stuff like that. I think Chile was in the beginning stages of her pregnancy. So at the time, we still didn't know what we was having and stuff like that. And he asked me, he was like, "Oh, do you want a boy, like a junior?" I think. I was like, "No, I'm cool. I'm good with what like what I have and all of that." Then she started asking me why and stuff. He the only one that ever asked me like got deep into like trying to figure out why. And so he's like, like when your daughters get married, the last name changes. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. He's like, you don't want to continue the last name? And I was like, no, because I didn't care for carrying on my last name because of the hurt and the pain that's attached to my last name. And so he was like, Pastor was the only one that I ever knew that told me to like take the last name and make it your own. Like take your last name and change it, like make your own legacy of it. And like learning from him and like the situation with him and his dad, like I look at his situation and I take from it, I learn from it. Um, and so now that so we go to the ultrasound and we at the ultrasound and I'm after having a talk with Pastor, I'm real anxious on knowing what the sex is of the baby. And so the ultrasound tech lady, she was had the stuff on her stomach and stuff like that. And like even though I told a lot of people like, I don't want no son, I don't want a son. Like with my mouth, I'm telling people that, but deep down in my heart, I know I wanted a son. Like, but if you had asked me, I was gonna tell you no. I didn't care because of the hurt. But the ultrasound tech lady, she was trying to get the thing in between the legs of the baby, and she did. And she was like, she wasn't for sure. She was going back and forth, and then she was like, "Oh, it's a boy." It, I was in a room. I was happy. I was like really really happy. I think I shedded a tear a little bit. I don't know, but I was so happy, and I was just telling myself like, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of a new legacy, a new last name that I can make my own, a last name that I can be proud of and not be ashamed of. And I'm real grateful for that, and I thank God for blessing me with the gift of a son. 3 years ago, the last name Hall to me, it didn't mean anything at all. To me, it was just another last name. There was times that I have 3 other older brothers, and my mom's, her maiden name is George. And it was times that I wish I could have changed my last name to George. It was times that I asked myself, I'm like, why my last name not George? Why my last name can't be George? But now, looking now and having my own family and having a son, I can hold my head up now and be proud of my last name because I'm making it my own, and I'm starting something new. When I see my kids, I see something new I'm proud of that I did. I see a bright future, and that the last name Hall is gonna be carried on for generations to come now. Hi, I am Demone Hall, and this is Makai Hall, and I overcame generational curses by the blood of the Lamb and the word of my testimony. Yay, we did it! Yay!
Beautiful. So you can say my name is.
Look at his face. You ready, man? Yeah. Look at the camera. Look. Say cheese. Hold on. Look, come on. Just sit here for me for this. Just this real quick. Real quick, okay? Okay.
You better stop hitting my baby like that.